Welcome back to Crazy Ball TV. Thank you so very well, guys. Please share, subscribe, like. I'm not going to waste time with any pleasantries. We got so much to discuss. We're going to talk about LFC team news. There's some very particular match coming up this Saturday versus City. And then we will dive in some transfer, especially Manchester United and then Chelsea. All right. So let's get it go. No time wasting. We're just going to go straight to business. All right. So LFC news. We know that Ali, Kelleher, Ox, Jota, are injured, and then Tsimikas he's not a really injury, just precaution purposes. It's a knock that he had over training. He could not make it to the match on Wednesday, but Ali, Kelleher, Ox, Jota, they all gonna miss the Saturday match versus City. Alisson is back in training, but he won't be ready for this Saturday match. So Klopp said he will be for sure ready for Fulham. So we're hoping that will be that's what will be. So Bobby, there's been some rumors, especially in the last couple of days, about Bobby heading out to Italy. Juve apparently put in 20 million euros or 20 million pounds. We're not sure what it is because everybody has a different currency. And they're saying that Juve really wants him now. But Klopp said that Bobby's not going anywhere. He is the soul and heart of or should I say heart and soul of the team. And Bobby is not going anywhere. We knew, and we talked about this earlier in the beginning of the summer, which I did tell you, the only way Bobby leaves is if Bobby decide that he wants to go and Klopp says, okay, that's it. Klopp does not hold a team player against their will. If you want to go, he will let you go. Bobby seems like he's happy. I'm pretty sure they have a contract set up for him, but he might not sign it. He might just leave next year and then just go for free in the summer. So I'm thinking that with Bobby, they already made that their peace that he will have to leave for free. But this summer, he's not going anywhere. Now, let's talk a little bit about the match against Strasbourg Red Bull. So this match, we lost 1-0. But let's talk about the performance because we know preseason matches are all about the fitness and then individual performance. It has nothing to do with the team cohesion or win or loss, right? Guys that are stands out for me, this Stefan Besicek or whatever his name is, this kid is going to be special. And I'm hoping that Klopp allowed this kid to grow and have a lot of playing time. If we have to, let's do exactly the same thing we did at Harvey Elliott and let him go on loan. Preferably, I'll prefer that this kid go on loan to either Spain or Germany because he's techie. This kid is going to be something special. I mean, I don't know where he came from. Nobody was expecting him. I guess only my boy Blue Chip, who, he watched a lot of the academy matches. And, apparently this kid is Pep's, one of his favorite players. We're talking about Liverpool Pep, not City's Pep. And this is one of his favorite players. And this kid has shown why he's going to be something. And I hope that we give him time, and he needs playing time for him to, because this kid nothing phase him. I was impressed with him against Leipzig, and I was very, very impressed with him against Strasbourg. But guys that I'm a little bit concerned with is Jones. For some reason, Jones it's not clicking. It's not clicking. I mean, it's like he's there, but he doesn't take it seriously. He does make the comment like, yeah, this is going to be my year, but we know the man got talent. We know the man got talent. I'm very, very worried. I've been saying this since the beginning of my channel. I'm very, very worried about this guy because he's so talented and he is not making that hump over to the other side, because there's no way he allows Elliott, who went on loan and came back, and to start before him. Elliott was ahead of Henderson and Keita on the right side midfield. Injuries stalled this kid's progress. Otherwise, he would have been something that we've never seen, like we haven't seen in a long time in Liverpool. I'm not going to say never seen before, but we haven't seen in a long time at Liverpool. And injury stalled him. It was an accident. It happened. He's back. And you could tell right now he's on a mission. I was a little bit concerned with the game in Austria, Wednesday's game, because he was trying too much. But I have something to say about that. And this is where the title of my channel, the title of the video is going to be is Klopp needs to stop pushing the issue. Klopp stop pushing the issue. And what is the issue? The issue is, I'll start with Ox and then get back to Elliott again. Ox left Arsenal and with so fast to come to Liverpool, and it has nothing to do like he didn't like Arsenal. He loved Arsene Wenger. But the reason why he wanted to get out of Arsenal was because they were playing in a position where he didn't like. He doesn't like playing on the wing. When Ox came to Liverpool, he was played on the wing and he wasn't doing well. When we put him through the middle, it was like, whoa, who is this guy? Right? And then unfortunately, he got injured. When he got injured, this is where Klopp is you need to hold accountable for this. He made Ox way too comfortable because when Ox got injured, Klopp was like, we're going to wait for him. And that's what a great manager does, and that's what a great team does. But Ox got way too comfortable to the point where he didn't fear that he's going to lose his position or he's going to, there was no fear that, and I can understand they don't want to over-push him. I'm worried that you need to come back and play at your peak, otherwise you're out. But he came back too relaxed. Basically, that's what I'm saying. He was way too relaxed. There was too much time, and it's been 2 years or almost 3 now, and Ox has not gotten over that injury performance, So the same thing with Jones. Klopp is still pushing the issue. I'm going to stick with this kid. He's good. And we know what Klopp's issue is. He's so loyal to his players to a fault. We've been saying that. Every Liverpool fan knows that. And the same thing that I think is affecting Jones. I believe he needs to do the same thing with Jones like he did with Harvey. Send him away and let him get enough playing time so when he comes back, now he's seen the other side. Ox should not be playing on the wing. Harvey Elliott should not be playing on the wing because when he was playing on the wing against Red Bull Strasbourg, he was so one-dimensional that you knew exactly what he was going to do every single time he touched the ball. The ball is going to come back to his left, and he's going to try to do a chip or pass it with left. There's no right side. And he's so predictable when he's on the right wing. So I'm hoping Klopp understands that, and I know they watch the videos, they see it over and over. They cannot put Harvey Elliott back on the up front 3. He needs to be in the middle 3. That's where we see his progress. That's where he was doing great last season before his injury came in. Same thing with Jones. Jones needs some tough love. Klopp needs to give tough love. And this is what I'm talking about, Klopp pushing the issue. This issue with Jones is there's no tough love. He's too relaxed. That's why he's not consistent. He's not hungry enough. Because Elliott last year, this year he's back and he's more hungry than what Jones is. And there's no way Jones should allow Elliott to be in front of him because right now, Carvalho is in front of Jones. And he's fallen off the pecking order. And every year we waiting for that Jones. Look at Trent. Trent got one chance and never turned back. Jones has too many chances. Right now, if Klopp wants to keep him, send him on loan. Let him go get 60 minutes game time, 70-minute game time. It's 20, 45. One time he gets a 90, and we don't see him for about 2-3 months. And I know last season he had an eye socket injury. That also stalled him, but he is too relaxed. He's not concerned about his future. It will come a time where they're just going to sell him. And I think this kid is way too talented for us to let him go. I say either send him somewhere or sell him. But personally, I would not want to sell him because I see something in Jones. The concern that I have is he is not progressing. And Carvalho too, Klopp, please find a position for him and stick with him. I understand he can play multiple positions, but we need to find one position where he's great at and let him perfect that position. Then we move on to the next position. Same thing you did with Flacco. When he first came in, it took him months for him to be able to play because Klopp was putting him on the 8. At the end, Klopp has to come in and do what? Apologize and said, yeah, he's better at a 6. I put him on 8. That is my thing with Klopp when I say Klopp stop pushing the issue. That needs to stop. We need to put players in the position they excel at. If they can do better in another position like Hendo, where he could play 8 and could play a 6, then we do that. But we need to perfect that position and then move them on. If that is not the case, then we have to buy a new player. And right now, the way things are looking, we do need a midfielder. Everybody knows that. But I'm not going to be sitting here and crying and we need a midfielder. Klopp doesn't know. No. I'm just analyzing from what I see from the game on Wednesday. And I know LFC is ready. These guys are fit. The game on Wednesday, there was too much mistakes in the first half. That's what cost us. When the big boys came in, you saw we turned everything over. And right now, I'm excited with where Liverpool is going. I just said my piece. I just said what I'm concerned about, that Klopp pushing the issue, but I know we'll be ready. the league is not ready for us. The thing with LFC is we are at the cusp of perfection. If you're going after City or City's coming after us, we have to be almost perfect. So we can't afford to make mistakes. The game against City on Saturday, this is going to be a firecracker. It's going to be a match of the two titans of English football. Winners, a lot of times winners don't really care, but it helps with the momentum of going into the season. So I'm excited about that. I just want to see performance. The players that are going to play, I want to see how they're going to play. So win or lose, it doesn't really matter to me. I just want to see a good match, a good competition, and we go from there. So now let's move on. I've talked too much about that. Let's now move on to the transfer window. We know Liverpool, as it stands, no incoming. They're probably going to be one or two more outgoing, but unless Hawks or Keita or Bobby leaves, nobody is coming in right now. But Manchester United, Ronaldo has decided that he wants to get away. No matter what, he doesn't want to stay. He wants to move away. He wants to play Champions League. He has come back to Carrington and had a meeting with the big bosses, put in a request. He said he's not staying. And personally, they need to let him go. This guy has not trained with you guys. He didn't go to any of your preseason matches or training. Let him go. This thing of begging players got to stop. If you want Erik ten Hag to have a great season or great build-up to rebuild this thing, you got to let him do whatever he wants to do right now. Of course, he's not going to come out in front of the news and say, hey, Ronaldo has to go, blah, blah, blah. He's going to say Ronaldo is a great player. He brings goals, blah, 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 blah. But inside, you could tell, you say, hey, y'all need to cut this guy or we move on. Manchester United also is looking at Ajax player Anthony. And right now, the guy went from 50 million to now 100 million euros. That tells you that Ajax do not want to sell. And Anthony is not pushing it fast, so probably it's not going to happen. And the problem with Manchester United, they tend to go after one target and they don't take a, if it's not working, they don't go to an alternative. The difference between them and Liverpool is Liverpool, when we went after Van Dijk wanted to come to Liverpool. It was us screwing up that caused Southampton to make things more difficult. By the end of the day, we knew he was coming. So we stick to it and we backed off. Same thing with Konate. When we went after him, they didn't want to sell him in January, we waited. So the idea is with Liverpool, we wait where we know for sure the player wants to come with us. Same thing with Thiago. He didn't want to go anywhere else except Liverpool, so we waited. De Jong doesn't want to come. Yes, he's owned a whole lot of money. He doesn't want to come because Manchester United can say, okay, we will buy him for 70 million, but that 70 million, the 17 that you guys owe him is part of it. Give it as to. Something is happening, reason why that is not happening, because that is an essential player for Erik ten Hag. So personally, y'all need to move on. Chelsea right now have lost another target to Barcelona. So right now they're going after Fafana. And from what we're hearing, Leicester wants 80 million. This is ridiculous. 80, I mean, they said we are not talking unless you guys have 75 million ready. That's just to talk. Chelsea right now, things ain't looking good. They're just buying players for no apparent reason. There's nothing for progression. Everything they're doing is just to replace what they're losing or they're going to lose. Tuchel right now is under pressure where he's throwing players under the bus. This is not going to be a recipe for success as things stand. But you never know, when the season starts, things might change. But anyway, guys, we'll be back on Sunday, and I hope everybody gets a great weekend. Thank you so much for joining us again. Please share, subscribe, like, join the game on Saturday. Peace.